Welcome back to the Hopium Den. Let's get high. Alright, we're picking up with our Outpost phase here. Ooh, I might have had to go back one just to re-trigger the dialogue. We'll see here what this sounds like.
You're halfway through your polar bear burger when the alarm bell tolls.
All dogs to the east!
A guard shouts. With a wistful look at the rest of your lunch, you grab your gear and rush toward the wall. You don't make it 20 steps when the alarm bell tolls again. Strange. They're only supposed to ring it once per attack. A call of
All dogs to the west!
rings over the outpost. Wait a minute. Weren't they coming from the west? They couldn't have circled around that fast. The guards are clearly as confused as you are, but a frantic shout from the guard tower clears it up.
All dogs to the east and the west!
Oh no.
Alright, so we'll see what happens here. I think if we stay together and fend off one side of the attacks, only some of the buildings will get destroyed. I think if we split up, we probably would roll on a bunch of buildings, like all the odd or even buildings. So I'm going to stay together and see what happens.
And head to repel one of the two attacks. With your whole party as a single force, you fend off the Orgox raiders without much trouble. Those defending against the other side of the outpost, however, were not so effective. That side of the outpost takes heavy damage.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Okay, that's kind of what we figured. Let's see. So our defense, attack 20. If I use a soldier, even if I hit my negative 10 or 20, I can protect the buildings. I definitely want to defend the barracks so I can make new soldiers. Alchemist, I'll just run it. Mining camp, we run it. Logging camp, I'm feeling bad about that flip. Okay. Not bad. Let's see, gained a little hide. And we gotta remake our soldier now. Can only make one per round. We'll quick go make our items, or our resources here. There's nothing else I can level up, I think. Wish there was. Yeah, still stuck. Someone's got to retire. We're so close. So close. Okay. Level 7 here. Wow, we are getting up there. Let's peek at our cards. What do we got? Interesting. So, like the wind's pretty good, but finally having a double attack feels really nice. And I'm probably going to take this just for the attack poison. If I make it that far. Like, this is good, but I don't struggle with movement too much. And I really like the, an attack 8 feels pretty powerful with a move in between, so I could potentially divide it up. So I will take this. We've been waiting for something like that. Perk-wise, I'm out of cripples here. Can't do another outburst. Don't want to make my attacks weaker. I will just take the recover. A little bit more self-heal in there. Alright, we're looking pretty good. So it wasn't a ton to do in the outpost phase. We got that level. Oh, I got to equip the card a second. So what are we cutting is the big question. I think at this point I'm cutting our 14 bottom heal. Because a lot of times I end up just wasting this. Like the first room I don't want it. Unless I really get my health down, I have 2 other heals. So it's just not essential. Especially now with Gem being a touch better support with Fire Out. So I think I'm good to... Where is it? Here we go. Unending Fight. Do I want to take off something like Sustain Momentum for 2? You know, there is an argument to it, just because a lot of times I'm killing that first room fast enough that I don't need another attack. I end up kind of wasting a turn. But you never know what the scenario brings, so I would rather just bring all the firepower and focus more on what I'm doing to keep things out. That is my strategy here. We're up to 7. I can't equip the Dead Raven now. And here, I do want to quickly go to the Alchemist, and I can make a potion. This is for Banner. Power Potion goes crazy, but we don't have any Axe Nut, so I'm going to take this. Good flips. Generate an element. Ooh. Probably the best on Gem. I'm going to put it on Banner because that's the only person I can use it. If I create the element on Gem, I can't necessarily consume it. But that's more with attacks that you make the element at the end of the turn. So I probably could do like a one-off Gem self-sufficient, but it's fine. Alright, I think we did everything. Let's take a quick strategy peek at our next mission. I'm so glad I double-checked. I was like, Raised by Wolves doesn't quite feel right. It's Sacred Soil. I'm glad we checked. Alright, plan B. We are going on to Sacred Soil. So scrap that Raven's Roost plan. We'll be back to this. Sacred Soil-wise, let me find that one. Oh boy, we got a lot of special rules now. So Earth Demons, rather than loot tokens, drop a gold token, which is a soil sample. A and F are passages to the other room. Okay, they and anything within range 2 can travel through the passage. Interesting. It costs basically a turn. You got to discard 2 cards to get through the passage. And a bunch of passages. Alright, this is going to be a sweaty one. We got all kinds of enemies in this. Mainly forest imps, but some rendering drakes. We got some earth demons to drop soil. This is going to be a tough one, just like sheer numbers wise, but we got pretty good AoE, so should be solid. Glad we caught that. Goal is still to kind of try for retirements here in the next couple of missions, and we are getting close.